سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. وقل رب زدني علما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ولا يحزنك الذين يسارعون في الكفر إنهم لن يضروا الله شيئا يريد الله ألا يجعل لهم حظا في الآخرة ولهم عذاب عظيم. إن الذين اشتروا الكفر بالإيمان لن يضروا الله شيئا ولهم عذاب أليم. ولا يحسبن الذين كفروا أنما نملي لهم خير لأنفسهم إنما نملي لهم ليزدادوا إثما ولهم عذاب مهين. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. So previously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the cunning of the munafiqeen and the fruitless efforts of the people of kufr, people of disbelief and denial, and ultimately, of course, the mention of the Battle of Uhud. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is consoling His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and similarly, of course, whatever consolation is for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is also for those who follow in his footsteps. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يَحْسُنْكَ الَّذِينَ يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْكُفْرِ إِنَّهُمْ لَنْ يَضُرُّوا اللَّهَ شَيْئًا. So don't let those who hasten towards kufr, disbelief and denial, don't let them grieve you. إِنَّهُمْ لَنْ يَضُرُّوا اللَّهَ شَيْئًا. They will never aspire and they will never actually reach the point or be able to hurt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the least. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ أَنْ لَا يَجْعَلْ لَهُمْ حَظًّا فِي الْآخِرَةِ. As a matter of fact, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intends is that He doesn't want them to have any portion of the hereafter. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala desires that they shouldn't have any portion in the hereafter. In other words, they get everything here. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. And for them is a terrible, very magnanimous punishment. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اشْتَرُوا الْكُفْرَ بِالْإِيمَانِ لَنْ يَضُرُّوا اللَّهَ شَيْئًا. And those who purchase kufr, purchase denial and disbelief at the price of iman, لَنْ يَضُرُّوا اللَّهَ شَيْئًا. They will never hurt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will never impact Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. And they will have a painful chastisement. Chastisement is mentioned 3 times. Adabun Azim, magnanimous chastisement. Adabun Alim, a very painful chastisement. وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ خَيْرٌ لِأَنفُسِهِمْ. And let not the people of kufr think that whatever we are extending to them in terms of time, in terms of resources, it's good for them, it's better for them. Quite the opposite. إِنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ لِيَزْدَادُوا إِثْمًا. Actually, we are giving them respite, giving them time, giving them more resources. They want dunya, Allah gives them. Become more, arrogant and haughty. That's what you want, have it. And what will be the result? So actually, that's the beginning of their punishment. To give them more, to let them carry on carry on more so in what they have been doing in disbelief and in abstinence and arrogance and disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So actually what we give them, إِنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ لِيَزْدَادُوا إِثْمًا. So we are actually just giving them and extending them so that they can increase in itham, in sin and wrongdoing and in criminal action actually. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. And for them, the third characteristic of the adhab, the punishment that they will be given, وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. And they will be granted a very humiliating punishment, a very magnanimous punishment, a very painful punishment, and a very humiliating punishment. That will begin in the world It may, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but it will definitely manifest in the hereafter. So this is a very important principle that is mentioned a number of times in the Quran. Nabi alayhi salam is mentioning this again and again, that what we see manifest in the physical world, and to this very day, generally we see the people of disbelief having more resources, having more authority, more power in the land. From time to time, Muslims do get the upper hand and have, authority in the world. But generally, particularly in this day and age, we should understand this. The people of kufr, they generally have more, and this is actually from behind the scenes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them. Don't let the people, their authority in the world, and apparently they're enjoying, more material benefits and more authority and more power and more, control in the world. It's a small benefit for them, and actually, it's not going to really, in the end analysis, it's really not benefiting them. It's really actually taking them, as it also mentions here, taking them farther into, disobedience, which will bring upon them a bigger consequence. And so, when we see this, we shouldn't be beguiled. Moreover, we should see the hikmah and the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala behind this allotment. Therefore, you will find our pious ancestors, when the world was opened up to them, particularly in the time of Sahaba, when they saw the dunya now opening up in front of them, they were not getting, elated like we do. Oh, mashallah, we got a raise, we got a promotion, we're getting a bigger bank account, mashallah. They would think maybe it's only a istidraj, it's only so we have gone off the track perhaps, and now dunya is being opened up for us, that we would fall into the same pitfall. And Nabi alayhi salam mentions what? I'm not afraid that you're going to, die of starvation. I'm not afraid that you're going to die you're going to be annihilated, by the enemies and by starvation and by poverty. What I'm afraid for you is the dunya. Tubsat alaykum, that the dunya will become abundant for you and will become widespread and available. فَتُهْلِكُكُمْ كَمَا أَهْلَكَتْهُمْ فَتَنَافَسُوهَا كَمَا تَنَافَسُوهَا. And you will compete and you will vie one another for the dunya rather than for the deen, which you had been doing previously. فَتُهْلِكُهُمْ, and it will destroy you كَمَا أَهْلَكَتْهُمْ, like it destroyed the people who came before. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding of this, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us what's good in the world and good in the next world. If having more, and whatever is in our life, we're going to get that in any case. But we need to understand that, the dunya in and of itself is not a big thing. It's not anything, as a matter of fact. It is a test and a trial, if at all. And that's what it's about. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us understanding of this, the mysteries and the secrets behind Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's engineering of the universe and what goes on in it, and act accordingly. And may He grant us His pleasure and His ultimate success. Ameen. Tamameen. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.